Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. My name is Mangaliso Masilela. I will be your MC for today, and I want to officially welcome you all to this. Now, I'll pause there because this whole time I've been trying to think of the perfect adjective to describe this event. But I realize that there's different ages. We have students, we have young people, we have mature, not older, mature people. So I'll give you guys 3 choices. You'll decide which adjective you want to use for this event. We'll start with the mature ones. We'll say it's an auspicious event. Then for the young guys, we'll say it's a dope event. Then for the younger guys, we'll say awesome event. So you decide where you want to be. I want to acknowledge the presence of some very special people here. All protocol observed. I want to acknowledge the presence of the DPM's office. We have a representative in the Undersecretary of the DPM's office, Eswatini Dlamini. A round of applause, please. Very well dressed for the event. You understood it. I want to give a special gratitude to our host, the regional administrator, and a friend of the shows. Please, a big round of applause for Chief Kicha. We also have our sponsor, Macmillan, big team. We have the MD's representative and the team. A round of applause for Macmillan. Another friend of the shows, we have the MDS head teacher, Ms. Ndlovu. Please, a round of applause for her. Everyone's a friend. I must stop saying another friend because all of you are friends of the show, actually. We also have KFC CFO. I'll tell you later what they've done for the show, but it's great. Another friend of the show, Mr. Nigel England. We have another friend, a representative from Lubombo Sugar, because this season we were in the Lubombo region. So please, a round of applause for Lubombo. We have a lot of you. Everyone here is special in some way to the show. We also have the founders or the creators or the brainchilds, children. Yeah. Hey, guys, please forgive me. My former English teacher is here, so I have to watch my English sometimes. I usually have uncapped bundles, but today sometimes they deplete. But we also have the brain children. We have Mrs. Bia. Mrs. Dlamini couldn't be here with us. We have Mr. Maslela, Mr. Nhlego. We also have Samu, Mr. Dlamini. And in India, in absentia, her spirit is here. But she didn't die. I just realized I said her spirit is here. In spirit, she's with us, but she's also alive where she is. We have Nonhlanhla Ngambule Dlamini. These are the people who have helped create and sustain why we are here. This very amazing event. It is the official grand finale of Brains on the Go. It's going to be an amazing day, amazing time. We have, of course, our VIPs right here, the finale finalists. A round of applause for these 3. Amazing. We have so much in store. Winners, clapping, all along, everything is here. It's a big day for us. I will ask when the time comes for the quizzing that only they answer, because it's going to be easy for people to get carried away and say, yeah, the answer is. But today, clap hands, be happy, and we have an amazing day for us. Before we start, I'd like to ask the Macmillan representative to come through and just give us some welcoming remarks. Macmillan is the title sponsor of Brains on the Go. Big round of applause for Macmillan. They've been helping make this possible. This is Sibusiso Smelane.
To the organizers of the event, which is Eswatini TV, it's not every day that a media company gets to host a corporate event. Half the time it's us, the corporate sector, inviting them over. But this time they are the hosts and they've outdone themselves. Let's give them a round warm of applause. We also thank the other sponsors, for coming through for this event. If we were the only sponsors, it would come across as if, this whole initiative, there's something dodgy about it. So for you guys to come through, it gives it the credibility it deserves, and we thank you for that. And we are grateful as a company that this initiative has grown in leaps and bounds, which is very much welcome. You are all winners in prospect. At the end of this event, one of you will raise the ultimate trophy on behalf of you guys as a team. So please embrace and follow that slogan as long as you breathe. The sky is not the limit. A round of applause to the winners in prospect. As Macmillan, we reiterate our pledge to continue supporting this great initiative as long as the sun rises and sets. Thank you very much. You're all welcome.
So this is the 13th season finale. So this is the 13th season of this amazing show. Lives have been changed, people have been inspired, people have been entertained as well, because within this show there's so much that goes on. I want to now give you a chance to just get a brief feel of what the last 13 seasons have been like. So I point your attention towards the television while this handsome face moves from it.
Education is the key of every locked door, and in essence it has become tantamount to the basic needs for every human being. It is our first wealth, therefore needs to be valued and promoted. It is an asset which can never be taken away from an individual once gained. Thus it is important to inspire and motivate our children to acquire it in spite of their backgrounds. In light of these facts, the producer of the show, working together with 3 teachers from Meta Dolorosa High School, conceived an initiative to inspire, motivate, and reward students who are gifted and work hard academically, but are from a financially challenged background. Mrs. Girly Sibiya, Mrs. Khakhutsuane Dlamini, and Mr. Masilela came up with a concept known as Brains on the Go, and approached Eswatini Television Authority, an institution that is passionate about education and educational content on television. Together, the parties once approached Macmillan Publishers.
Macmillan is a publishing house. We deal with books. Our business is about books.
Macmillan embraced the concept and further sponsored a substantial amount of prizes, which included the main prize, a bursary for Form 5 and a brand new school uniform.
Le migomo yayo le program ithuthukisa temfundo ikutsata abantwana futhi ukuthi batimisele nabafunza nekuthi bati ukuthi limuva lakho alisho ukuthi kunetinto longeke udende. Your background really doesn't matter. The sky is not the limit. Sibonga lamathuba lavulwa ngoBrains on the Go ukuthi labantwana bathole lithuba lekukhuluma nalabanye batibone nabo ukuthi uyathi nami nginako lenginako engcondweni nalengingakwenda. Kungaba kubakhutsata ukuthi njengoba sebalitholile lelithuba baba la kule program abalisebenzise ngoba they will never be the same. Lokungena kwabo nje kule program ukhona umehluko lotawendeke empilweni tabo ngamunye futhi bangathathi ngekuthi nase ngiphumile mina akusho ukuthi mina kwami kude lokuthi nje uphumela uphume khona kukhona lo uphuma nawo futhi lokuphuma kwakho kukhona lesekukwendile engcondweni yakho. Ngababongela ngiphinze ngibakhutsate ukuthi abatimisele utimisela entweni kuhambelana nengcondo yakho ukuthi utitshele nje ukuthi le ndvo lengingayenda kude lokungangibamba ukuthi ngide ngayenda nekusho ke ukuthi siba kaMacmillan we are fully behind them. We embrace them so much and we really would like to make a difference at empilweni tabo and siya believer kubo, we believe in them. That is why we have also decided to be sponsors of this program because we believe in these children. We know that whatever little that we contribute will make a difference kule live la Eswatini.
Brains on the Go is a reality television show which unearths brains from all corners of the 4 regions of the country and develops them to another exciting level of thinking and learning by subjecting them to a serious yet exciting competition and awards. This show sharpens the academic capabilities of the contestants, regardless of their background, and equips them with skills of thinking outside the box. In so doing, the show captivates its viewers, which in their homes find themselves involved in the show by also answering the questions that are posed to the contestants.
Nawanda, along their way to Canaan, what did God feed the Israelites?
In the morning, he fed them with manna, and in the evenings, he supplied them with quails.
The main objective is to inspire and motivate pupils on education across the entire country. It's supposed to challenge students to be proactive, fast thinkers, researchers, and know more about the environment from which they live in, which has become a global village.
Brains on the Go, well, one I did mention, that it works as a motivation for the kids. Siyakubonga lokho. Number two, it encourages the kids to study, which works best for us teachers. You see. So it encourages the students to study and actually teaches them to go an extra mile without the teacher, because when you are faced with a quiz or a competition, that is more than masela. As a result, if you are a participant who Brains on the Go, I am sure my results at the end of the year ayahluka, because you are a researcher, you're just out there for competition and you work hard, and yeah, my results are very much.
Brains on the Go gives students from different backgrounds a forum to express their knowledge while still learning more. We build confidence and self-esteem even to the less privileged pupils through television exposure.
Florence, if lokuya Brains on the Go ube motivated, Florence is now more into books and also more focused. I saw lastly when you were writing a test, Florence was the highest. In such a way, I was so shocked to see the gap corner compared to the other students. Yeah, the exposure of Brains on the Go.
Brains on the Go, on that note, uletha the opportunity labantwana ukuthi ba compete amongst themselves, which in turn builds confidence kibo ukuthi okay, sengakhona ukuhlala nemuntu wako school B, ngicompete naye, ngimhlule. It is a show that unravels ama talents alabantwana avele ngabe sobaleni. Nalo mntwana akhona to discover ukuthi awusho ukuthi kanivele kukhona into lengiyo yona mani, noma ngabe bekade doubt somehow. For me, Brains on the Go is doing a great job.
Initially, the program targeted students who are gifted academically but are from a financially challenged background. However, as the concept develops, there's a feeling to involve all pupils. The students that are mostly targeted are those that are in Form 4 in that year. The reason for that is because the following year, they will be doing their last year, and the wish is that once they're in Form 5, they need to just only concentrate in their books and not worry about finances of paying school fees and exam fees. After all, it is their last year in the school, and the next step is the real world. And what better way to exit with a good grade?
Well, for us, we really believe that this is in line, with our corporate social investment strategy, which is aligned to the mantra with Learners for Life. And children really are at the center of our existence at Macmillan. We are passionate about education, and as you can tell that in Eswatini, we are very much in basic education, which involves children, teachers as well. We're passionate about teachers and all our stakeholders. We believe this support that we're providing, will go from strength to strength, mainly because we see the potential for, contributing to the socio-economic landscape in Eswatini. Because this program helps, those children that would otherwise not be discovered, to be in the spotlight. My personal thoughts are, that I wish this was around even during my time as a child, because I know people who were very, very capable, but because of their socio-economic circumstances could not be discovered. So I believe that this provides equity. It provides some sort of a level to some extent, not to the extent that I would like it to provide a playing level field, for everybody, for every child to have an opportunity, but it does contribute to equity. I would say that they should hold their heads up high. It doesn't matter where they come from. The fact that they are representing their school is a big thing. These are our future leaders. The future belongs to the children. And for these young people to emerge, as representatives of their school is a big thing. They should please carry that with them, and if they do that, then the sky is not even the limit for them.
2019's Brains on the Go finale was an out-of-this-world experience for the students. Through the years, the finale was live in studio, but Macmillan saw it fit that 2019 be a different year for the top 3 contestants. The finale was at the Macmillan warehouse and was made extremely extravagant by the very important guests that were there to watch, to experience, and to enjoy. We were in the presence of the Deputy Prime Minister, who was represented by the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Jabulani Mabuza, Regional Administrator of Manzini, Chief Gija, representative of the Principal Secretary in the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister, representative of the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Education, representative of the Chief Executive Officer of Eswatini TV, and of course, the Managing Director of Macmillan Eswatini. Today we are here to honor and celebrate the brilliant brains of the top 3. We will honor the top 3 with amazing prizes that are meant to empower them as they face the world. To the top 3. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Trying might not always lead to winning, but such a thought should not stop you from trying. Remember, trying is much better than sitting idle. It is important for you to keep trying, and one day success will be yours.
They must go for the prize. Cut!
Woo! Round of applause. There they are. Nwanda, Sabelo, and Florence. Big round of applause for the top 3 for this year. Please allow me, with a big round of applause, to welcome onto the stage for a few remarks our host, R.A. Prince Chief Gicha.
Kokuqala nje ngifuna kubonga Macmillan nale labasungula Brains on the Go ukuthi yinto lemqoka le kumele ukuthi uhulumende a-investe kakhulu la kuyo si investe kulama dynamic brains la imbi kwethu ukuthi akhona ukukhipha as much as they could labanako sibanike le level ukuthi the floor, the ground here is their base to start working. The sky is the ceiling. So ngifuna ukuthini ukuthi bathi labanye there is a thin line that separates wealth from poverty. And that thin line but it igcwele a change of mindset. Change of mindset, nekuthola opportunities, ne-accessibility. Ngicabanga ukuthi Brains on the Go is bringing all those lama opportunities, nema accessibilities. Nale mindset nje ukukhuthaza ukuthi asebenze kakhulu.
One more time, please, ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. To be part of this initiative, the Brains on the Go initiative, it's a huge one. It's a great stepping stone for a lot of youngsters to inspire them. And that's why I love the slogan, the sky is not the limit. I like the fact that Umlangen also incorporated that into it, that it's just the ceiling, there's more. You can go on. And speaking of skies, in 2011, someone heard that. She won the competition and said, okay, the sky is not the limit. I want to go to the sky. Today, She's a pilot, and she is, like I said, a former winner. Please help me welcome onto the stage Samgelisiwe Tembe. Huge round of applause.
As I have been introduced, my name is Ms. Samgelisiwe Tembe, and I am a qualified pilot and also a qualified agronomist. I would like to take this opportunity and thank the Brains on the Go team for this opportunity. I was here, as they have said, in 2011, so I was the winner for 2011. Ngiqhamuka ekhaya kithi kuSelbulini in the Lubombo region, where I did my primary school and secondary school Elbulini, and then proceeded and did my high school from 4 and 5 in Zevani High School. I'm very grateful to be here today, and ngibona bomkhabanga the someone from Gamula, which is a new school, and someone from Zevani. That's where I was. So yes. So to introduce myself, as I've said, in Kamga Elbulini, where I did all of my education there. And then I proceeded to the University of Eswatini, where I enrolled for a Bachelor of Science in Agronomy. What I did was that when I finished high school, I really wanted to be in the aviation industry. And I was at the American Embassy looking for sponsorships. I tried here and then. I went to the Aviation Authority in Eswatini. At that time, there was Babette Dube, who was the Director General there. What happened is that I went to Eliengo, where I did my agronomy. Past third year, I got a call from my high school teacher. We got a call from someone here. He said he's the ambassador and he would like to talk to you. So they asked if I was still interested, because 3 years before I had said I wanted to do something in aviation, and I took the opportunity where I went to Qatar Aeronautical College to train as a pilot. So I graduated in 2019 in Qatar as a pilot. I came back to Swaziland, and unfortunately I have been unemployed as a professional for the past 3 years. In 2020 I decided to go back to the University of Eswatini Luengo campus, and December 2021 I graduated for my Bachelor of Science in Agronomy.
Oh yes, great stories to hear, great things, very inspirational day to day. And we haven't even got to the competition. It's amazing. Right now I want to do something that very few were expecting. There is a surprise for some of the people who are part of this competition. I want to bring out a very talented young man, one of the best vocalists I know. His name is Msimisi Stole.
Today I am not wearing my artist hat. I am here in the capacity of my company, Brilliant Tutors. So firstly, my sincere greetings to all. I'm Mrs. Sitole, co-founder and managing director of Brilliant Tutors Eswatini. And it is my extreme privilege to be part of the cohort gathered to celebrate the incredible feats displayed by the students over here today. One of our greatest privileges as Brilliant Tutors is getting to meet and work with educators whose passion for the growth and development of students go beyond the confines of the classroom. Over the course of the pandemic and the events that happened in the past few years in the country, where contact classes were non-operational, the educators that we work with showed such initiative and drive that it reflected within the students within our program, turning students who were once suspended from starting fires in their classroom to a student celebrated by their teachers. And this is no exaggeration, this is a true story. We as Brilliant Tutors would like to congratulate firstly the students for making it this far, but we also wish to celebrate the efforts of the teachers. And as Brilliant Tutors, we wish to award each of these teachers 1,000 emalangen. We also wish to acknowledge how much time was lost for the students with the past few events in the country. We as brilliant tutors in the digitization of education wish to offer our services and offer these students free online tutoring in preparation for their Form 5 exams at the end of this year.
Greetings. We are all gathered here because of these young, beautiful, ambitious minds in front of us. We all know that the right path to success begins with an ambitious mind. So let us usher this young, ambitious minds to the rightful path. It's the grand finale of Brains on the Go, season 13. I am Samgesu Mjali, as I have been introduced, and with me is Mrs. Gelis Bia, Mr. Janis Masilela, Mr. Nhlego, Mr. Mcebo Mgomezulu, and Pumzile Dlamini, our beautiful judges who are going to make sure they award the beautiful contestants with the proper score. We have been in the Lubombo region with 15 contestants, and now we are here in the grand finale with 3 contestants. These students in front of you, they are really fighters. That is why they are here with us today. No wonder. What have you been doing to prepare for the grand finale?
First of all, I would like to acknowledge all protocols. For the preparations for the grand finale, I've studied a lot and I've engaged myself to reading books, and I've used the internet to research more information.
Great. Sabelo, to calm your nerves down, what can you say?
I would like to first recognize the sponsors of the show who made everything possible, and everyone who is in support of this show. We are very much grateful to have such a blissful show, and we are looking forward to have the great thing out of it.
Great.
So, yes.
Great. Florence?
What I'd like to say is I'd like to appreciate all these new faces that I'm seeing here today. It's made my day. You made us feel special, and we promise that we are going to shine. We thank you for giving out all your time to come and see all these 3 shining stars.
Thank you, Florence. Indeed, you are shining stars. We are about to have our position 1, 2, and 3. Believe it, it can be you, okay? Remember, it's just a quiz show. You have to relax, okay? Let's get the brains going then. May the best lady or gentleman win. Did you go to church on Sunday?
Yes, I did.
Okay, which means you are ready for this first set of questions. You are going to start us off, no wonder. It's Bible questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Your answer is going to be yes or no, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You are going to tell me if these countries are indeed found in the Bible. My example is Babylon. Answer is yes. It's found in the Bible. Yours, no wonder, is Syria.
It's a yes.
Correct. Sabelo, yours is Iran. Iran.
I think it's a no.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. It is found in the Bible. Florence, yours is India.
India?
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, the answer is yes. No wonder, yours is Ethiopia.
It's a yes.
Correct. Sabelo, yours is Iraq.
It's a yes.
Correct. Florence, it's the last one. Yours is Lebanon.
It's a no.
I'm sorry, your answer is incorrect. the trick to this set of questions, which was episode 1, part 1, round 1. All the answers were yes. Episode 1, part 1, round 2, it's English. You are going to tell me what the following things are used for. My example is a power bank. It's a mobile charger. A power bank, it's a mobile charger. Who is starting us off?
Sabelo.
Of course. Sabelo? Yours is a remote handset. Remote handset.
A remote handset.
Yes.
What is used for, or what is it?
What is it used for?
I think it's for controlling, maybe, for instance, the television stuff.
Correct. Florence? Yours is wash hand basin.
It is used for washing. It is used for washing laundry using the hands.
I'm sorry, your answer is incorrect. It is used for washing your hands in the bathroom. I said wash hand basin. No wonder. Why didn't you want to start us off?
I think I just started us off on the first round, so it was Sabelo's turn.
Okay. Yours is correction fluid.
Correction fluid. It can be used by teachers at school to erase ink on papers.
Correct. It is famously known as?
It's
Who knows what is it? Sabelo, do you know it?
I think it's what? T-Pex.
Correct. And your question is sunscreen.
I think it is found on the weather station and it is used for measuring sunlight.
No, incorrect. It's a lotion which we usually use in our bodies to protect ourselves from being burnt by the sun. Florence, bookmark.
A bookmark is used to mark, for example, if you are reading a novel, then you will use a sort of a pen to mark important.
Correct. Usually it's a strap or card that is put in between pages when you are reading, okay? No wonder. Yours is armrest.
I think it is found around chairs or couches to rest the arm while sitting.
Precisely. It's the end of episode 1, part 1. Episode 1, part 2, round 1. It's the Swati questions. You are, sorry, nitangitshela ukuthi lamagama langha siwabita ngani ngeSiswati. Ngitaninika ligama ngeSingisi, ningitshele ngeSiswati. Sibonelo sithi TV ngumabonakudze. Florence, lakho lithi Muslims.
Ngima Muslim. No. No, it's
Sorry, Florence, your time is up. Sabelo, border gate.
Again. Or again.
Nayo ke imphendvulo liheke egedeni namagede inkumbi nalala singene khona nje sikubita ngeligede nasekhaya kini kuneligede noma lisango. Border gate liheke. Nokwanda library.
Library ngeSiswati sithi kuse
I'm sorry, Nogwanda, your time is up. Umtapo wetinwati, umtapo welwati. Sabelo, Palace.
Scotland.
Gugahle, Nogwanda. Sorry, Florence. Fund.
Sorry, before I continue, can you please give me the answer that I got wrong? Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Masulumani.
Oh.
Yes.
And then
Nakayedfana sithi ni Sulumani, nababanenge masulumani.
Nyalithi then.
Fund. F-U-N-D. Fund.
Sikubita ngokuthi ukucokelela imali.
Akusiyo sikhwama. Nogwanda wakho umbuto uthi hapa.
Ngicabanga ukuthi sesikhumulweni semikhumbi.
Kukahle. Part 2, round 2. It's questions about cows. In the last few episodes where we had a day with Nogwanda, a day with Sabelo, and a day with Florence, I saw that most of you in their communities have cows. So I am sure you have knowledge about them. Is that correct? Cows, tinkhom.
Okay.
Correct. Then you are going to tell me whether these statements are true or false. Yours, Sabelo, is a cow can chew for about 50 times in a minute.
False.
I'm sorry, the answer is true. Florence, cows are good swimmers.
True.
Correct. Nogwanda, yours is cows can detect smell up to 6 miles away.
I think it's true.
Correct. Sabelo, cows have 6 upper teeth.
False.
Correct. Florence, cows sleep for about 1 to 5 minutes a time.
It's true.
Correct. Nogwanda, yours is cows spend most of their time eating.
True.
I'm sorry, your answer is incorrect. The answer is false. Part 3, which is our last round in the episode. Round 1. Who is starting us off?
Floriculture.
Koza, please start us off. Thank you. Siswati questions? Chaza labantu labalandzelako ngeSiswati. Sibonelo sam, indlalifa ngumfana wekucala losala abukela ikhaya. Florence. Litubulo
Ngumfana wekucala ekhaya.
kukahle. Nogwanda, litinyo lekubulala.
Angikhumbula kahle ngathi lesinye isikhathi bathi ngimfunjana.
Khale. Thunjana ngumfana lomunye nje naye lotimele. Imphendvulo yakho ibe kabi. Ngesi. Litinyo lekubulala ngumfana loyedwa kabo. Sabelo. Imphetha
Ay ngumntwana longakondleki kahle.
Ngesisabelo imphendvulo yakho ayisiko kahle ngumfana wekugcina ekhaya. Ngalesinye isikhathi simbita ngekuthi sigcina thumbu. Florence. Florence lisoka nqanti.
Ngumfana wekucala ekhaya losala lisoka nqanti.
Yebo imphendvulo yakho ikahle ngumfana wekucala wemfana. Nokwanda. Umdzabula Ndlamu.
Umdzabula Ndlamu ngicabanga ukuthi ngumfana wekuqala wemuntfu lo seselichichi.
Ngiyayiva le lichichi ngumfana wekucala lotelwe intfombi hayi umfazi sithi ngumdzabula Ndlamu utelwe intfombi. Sabelo yekugcina yakho. Lituba.
Lituba.
Sorry Sabelo, your time is up. Ngumfana lotelwe yedwa ufana nelitinyo lekubulala. Part 3, round 2, which is the last round in this episode. The following places and institutions and others had names that are no longer used, which means they have new names. I am going to give you the old name that was used previously. You are going to tell me what is it called now. It can be institutions, name of places, and other things, okay? My example is, it was called Swaziland Electricity Board. Now it's called Swaziland Electricity Company. Yours, Nogwanda, is, it was called a district. District, D-I-S-T-R-I-C-T, district. Now it is called what?
District.
I'm sorry, your time is up. It's called a region. Sabelo, yours is, he was called an albino. Now he is called
Albinism.
Correct. It's called a person living with albinism. It was called home economics. Now it's called
Consumer science.
Correct. Nogwanda, he was called the Minister of Education. Now he is called
The Ministry of Education.
And something else on top of that. I'm sorry, your answer is it's incorrect. Now he is called the Minister of Education and Training. Okay? Sorry. Sabelo, they were called jails. Now they are called
Prisoners.
Okay, it's incorrect. It's correctional services. Florence, it's the last question. They were called drum majorates. Now they are called?
Okay, they are called drumsticks.
I'm sorry, Florence. Your answer is incorrect. Now they are called drummers. Thank you. This marks the end of this episode. Over to you, Elf.
I just got word from my judges that there is a tie somewhere, so we have to have one more round to break this tie. So back to you, Samge.
I'm going to ask you questions about our sponsors. The answers is going to be yes or no. Yours, Sabelo, is Macmillan has 2 branches in Eswatini. Sorry. Macmillan has 2 branches in Eswatini.
No.
Correct. It has 1. Florence? KFC has a branch in Sitegi.
Yes.
I'm sorry, your answer is incorrect. The judges are saying I must stop here. Thank you, Alf. Over to you once again.
Nicely done. I know it must be difficult to be here doing this, but congratulations for reaching this stage. You have done amazing. Our judges will be tallying up their marks now and deciding the winners, but before we announce the winners, we just have a few words from our sponsors and partners, starting with a representative of the Macmillan Education MD. Please welcome onto the stage Mr. Mangoba Slongonyane.
We at Macmillan feel immensely honored for being given this opportunity to sponsor this very important initiative, which we believe will contribute to producing a great crop of future leaders. And I'm sure, having seen the pilot here, we can now all attest to the fact that indeed this initiative is producing a great crop of future leaders. We would love to forward our gratitude, our profound gratitude as a company for being part of this great initiative. And as long as it exists, and as long as our coffers permit, we shall be part of this very important initiative as Macmillan Education Eswatini. May the Lord bless us all.
I'd like to welcome onto the stage Ms. Pilile Mhlongo, who is part of the representatives of Eswatini TV. Round of applause for Eswatini TV.
This project has given us pilots, teachers, and we also hope that we'll get doctors and more from this project. ESTVA's core mandate is to inform and educate. Therefore, with this said, this program has aimed to ensure such. And on behalf of ESTVA, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming to today's event. And for those that are our first-time sponsors, welcome and thank you. With that being said, may I kindly request the representative of the acting CEO, Mr. Sboniso Mawilela, to come to the fort to make his presentation and his remarks. Thank you.
We want to ask and plead our sponsors that they continue providing the helping hand. It may not be in terms of money, but in terms of your primary business, what do you do as a business? Because this production, if I may say, it's one of the biggest production that the institution does in terms of cost, but because of your hands, sponsors, all of you right here, we are able to execute this program at a very minimum cost. So please give yourself a round of applause for that. And we want to continue asking our sponsors to be with us as we continue to unearth the talent, as we continue to unearth more doctors, more pilots, as we continue to unearth more leaders. We want to see one day more minister from this program. We want to see one day directors from this program. We want to see one day what CEO. Maybe one day you guys will be my CEO and I'll be taking instructions from you. So that's what we want to see.
Please help me welcome the Director of Education, Magalenhle Dlamini.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to also recognize Eswatini TV for always organizing this event in this fashion. We are seeing it grow and we hope it will grow and even venture into areas that were not explored, as the chief eloquently put it earlier on. Program Director, I'm aware of my assignment. I haven't come here to make speeches, but I have come to introduce a representative from the DPM's office. May I allow the US to come up and present on behalf of the DPM. Thank you.
Today, we mark the 13th grand final. Brain on the go, as the name suggests. Only your brain powers matters in this game. As we have seen, 15 students flaking it out for the first prize. It's 13 weeks where gray matter really matters. As each week, a contestant with the least points is eliminated. I would like to thank you, Eswatini TV, for hosting the program. I must say I've been following it. If I remember, it used to play every Thursday afternoon or evening. Macmillan, for your support your support is much appreciative. Let's we consider the population that does not have access to television station, and we introduce such programs to our radio. To the fellow students, well done. But before I close, I'll have a few words to Samgel Siwetembe. You are really an inspiration woman. I wish you could meet my 26-year-old daughter. And surely as I was listening to you, your journey through life, you say creating and thriving society. And I appreciate the duty that you play around your community as well. I'm also glad that today you are celebrating Lubombo. You are also from Lubombo. I thank you.
Big round of applause, please, for the Undersecretary in the TPM's office, Siyabonga Nkosi. It's time now. Bekunene. Hey, Safika Leskat. It's time to find out who has won. It's prize giving time. This is what we came for. So at this moment, I'd like to humbly invite Babe R.A. Mbona Nkosi, Chief Kichatenga Pambili, na Director of Education, Namage Undersecretary Ntelanga Mbili, Mr. Mawelela, to come through for the prize giving. So many great praises for you guys. So everyone is a winner today. If you want number one, doesn't mean that you're not a winner. Everyone is a winner. You guys are fantastic. It's a huge feat for you to get here. All the speakers have said how proud they are of you and of the competition. So congratulations. One more time before I announce the winners, please give it up for our top three, Nogwanda, Sabelo, and Florence. Starting off with number 3. Please give it up for Florence Koza. A round of applause for Florence. Well done. Number 2, is it Sabelo or is it Nowanda? What do you guys think? Ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up for season 13 is Sabelo Mamba, which automatically means that girls run the world this season. Ladies and she can't wait. She can't wait. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Give it up for our season 13 winner, Nowanda. Another round of applause, please, for Nogwanda. Great job. Thank you so much. You're not done, Nene. Thank you so much. Round of applause, please, for our special speakers. I'd like to welcome onto the stage right now the CFO of KFC Eswatini, Mr. England. Like was mentioned earlier, KFC has made sure that all they had to worry about was their studies and not their studying fees. So round of applause for KFC.
Brains on the Go is dope. KFC is very proud to be part of this program for the first time. I'd like to acknowledge Macmillan. They've been the key sponsor since inception and have done an incredible job. KFC always likes to give something back to the community, and I think this particular program fits in with our values in that it's a sustainable program which gives something back to the community. I think we would all acknowledge that education is a building block for both economic growth and the future of the country. And in that way, we're sustaining the future of the country and growing it at the same time. I think just a small word to say, education never stops. When you graduate and you leave school, that's just the beginning of the journey. I think most captains of industry would acknowledge that they're learning all the day. This world is changing so quickly. IT is replicating itself on a daily basis, and we can hardly keep up. We need all the brains we can get to assist us in that. I did particularly like one of the questions about branches. We will be opening a new branch in Siteki later this year. That will bring the number of branches to 12. And as much as we like to serve you in those restaurants, we'd like to serve the community as well. Just in terms of the DPM's office, I would like to just say that we are involved with many, many care centres as well in the country, and we will continue with that, and we will certainly continue to support this program. Thank you very much. Brains on the Go are dope. Thank you.
So I've been mentioning companies and organizations that have helped out in this. I have a very inspirational story right now. We have Magai Ivy, who's here, who watched the show on TV and was so touched and so impressed that she called in, got to link up with the people behind the show, and today she herself, as an individual, has come through with some prizes for you guys. Really wonderful stuff. Can we have a big round of applause for Magai Ivy coming up?
I'm a widow, 82 years of age. When I spoke to Pumzile and she said I would have to say something, I said no, I don't like public like to do things in the quiet. So anyway, they've convinced me to come up, and I'm glad that I did come, and I'm glad that I'll be meeting these three, and I wish them all the luck in the world as they continue with their education. I said, I will leave you with Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. So your main thing is to stand on the word of God. God is there to help you. You might be struggling, but he is there. He will always be there. Remember, and pray and trust in him, and he will see you through. Thank you.